So I wanted to do an updated WrestleMania 40 prediction video, and then after SmackDown, I will be doing an updated WrestleMania 40 prediction video as well. I think it's great because there's so many new things that are popping up on SmackDown and Raw, and we have new matches added to the card. Matches that we more so kind of figured was going to be added, but I wanted to wait before I made those predictions. But this is my new updated WrestleMania 40 prediction video. So for Io Sky versus Bayley, I still think it's Bayley Mania. I don't see a plausible reason where Bayley does not win this match. She had one of the best SmackDown Women's Championship reigns. So for me, it just makes fucking sense if it's Bayley. It's freaking Bayley Mania. Next up, we got the WWE Women's World Championship match between Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. I still think that Rhea will be retaining. I think Becky Lynch is going to give her one of the better matches of her career, one of the better matches for Rhea Ripley. I still think it's going to be a sleeper match. I think it's going to be like last year's WrestleMania where Charlotte versus Rhea stole the freaking night, and I think it's going to be the same way this year, but with Rhea versus Becky. Becky did go on an interview, and she's fueling this story. She said something along the lines of women work so hard, she worked so hard for women to not be objectified. And she was asked about Rhea doing the stink face. And of course, Twitter likes to just, you know, run with the first thing they freaking hear. And now there's hate towards Becky, and they're taking screenshots of her book of her and Seth with the titles, and they're saying, well, what about this? It's like, she's doing her fucking job, and you guys need to go touch some freaking grass. All right, next up, we got the World Intercontinental Championship match between Gunther versus Sami Zayn. I see Gunther retaining. I don't see Sami getting it. Undisputed I will say, I think Chad Gable will be in his corner. I kind of want a Chad Gable heel turn. So even if he's in his corner, I still see him maybe sort of betraying Sami, you know, his like the Alpha Academy teachings, you know, were actually going against Sami. I don't know. We have the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship ladder match, and this is the updated one. This is with every single team that's going to be a part of it. So we got Judgment Day, DIY, Awesome Truth, the New Day, New Cash Republic, and Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. If in the event that they don't split the tag team titles, I see Awesome Truth getting this. If in the event that they do split the tag team titles, I see Austin Theory and Grayson for SmackDown. And on Raw, I do see Awesome Truth. But DIY is also a strong contender for the Raw tag titles. Next up, we got the WWE United States Championship match. We got Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. I still believe Logan Paul is going to retain, and he's going to take it up all the way to SummerSlam. It is in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio is his home state, and he's going to get booed there relentlessly. I don't really know. He might be going against LA Knight during that time. I don't really know who he would be going against. Next up, we got LA Knight versus AJ Styles. I see LA Knight winning. I don't see AJ Styles winning this. AJ Styles has had a wonderful career in just pro wrestling. I don't see how a win would help AJ Styles' career. He already has a more solidified career than LA Knight. We're in a time where we want LA Knight to go for the main title. We want him to main event WrestleMania or main event SummerSlam. We want that for LA Knight. So LA Knight needs this win over AJ Styles. Next up, we got Jey Uso versus Jimmy. I still see Rikishi being special guest referee, or Rikishi maybe stopping Solo from interfering. I need some more clarity on this, and I do like that on SmackDown, Jey Uso versus Solo. So I think we might get some more clarity on there. And if we don't, Rikishi has to show up. He has to show up. These are his his three sons. I'm gonna go with Rikishi is showing up and Jey Uso wins. And I don't see them reconciling until like far after WrestleMania. Next up, we have Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar. This was added this past Friday. I don't know if it's been confirmed yet, but I think it's a part of like the pre-show of WrestleMania, which I don't really get, because you have like a greatest luchador with like the next upcoming greatest luchador versus Dom Dom, who has the biggest heel heat in all of pro wrestling, and Santos. And Santos is a great heel, and you kind of want to like keep pushing Santos, right? He's doing a great job right now. So if it is in the pre-show, why? But I want Dom Dom and Santos to win this. I want Dom Dom and Santos to win this. I think they're going to win this. With I think Ray might eat the pin. He is one of the greatest luchadors of all time, but I think it would do a disservice if Dragon Lee eats the pin, since he is the next guy, since he is the upcoming guy, and I see Carlito costing the win for Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. I do see a Carlito heel turn because we all thought that he was gonna choose Carlito, and Carlito's face was like ready to be chosen, and then he wasn't chosen, and then you could see the immediate face change. I'm fucking ready. I'm ready, and I hope he eats. I hope he takes a bite of the apple and spits it on people who don't like to be cool. Next up, we got Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi versus Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Dakota Kai. So we have, I'm just gonna say this, Jade Cargill, the Storm has arrived. We got Glow with Naomi, and we got the EST with Bianca. So I'm gonna say the Glowest Storm. I'm coining that right now. No shot that Glowest Storm loses this. You're not gonna have three of the most dominant, most electrifying women's group in WWE, and they just became a group, by the way. But that image of all three of them, like three amazing, beautiful, strong black queens, and I'm fucking here for it. That closed out SmackDown. I don't see Damage Control winning this at all. I see sort of a hit on Damage Control where they do lose this, and then EO also loses the title, and maybe they have to like revamp themselves. Who knows what happens to Damage Control afterwards, but there's no shot that the Glowest Storm is not going to get this. And then on night one, we got the main event. Pretty sure it's the main event. The Rock and Roman versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. See, I see The Rock and Roman Reigns winning this because we sort of need bloodline rules. We need that. We need the chaos, and we need the fuckery. And night two, we got Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. I see the Drew McIntyre win. I see Damian Priest possibly trying to cash it in on Drew McIntyre because Drew McIntyre interfered between Damian Priest cashing it on Seth Rollins. So I do see him cashing it in on Drew. The thing about it being successful or not, I think it would be a damn waste of time if it's not successful. But Drew McIntyre also should be the World Heavyweight Championship. You know, like it's like... I see a failed cash-in, and I think that's duty because it's like we waited this entire time for a cash-in and then it's a failed one. But I'm predicting that Drew's gonna be the winner. Next up, we have undisputed WWE Universal Championship match, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, and this is the main event of night two. And I saw Cody on my last prediction video. I said Cody is going to finish his story. I am so 50-50 now. I went from being 60-40 or 70-30. I don't remember what I said. I am 50-50. I am 50-50. But leaning more so, I think, not that I want this to happen. I don't think Cody's going to finish his story, and I know it does not make any sense. I've been a wrestling fan for 20 years. It doesn't make sense, but it's also pro wrestling, and anything can happen. Nothing is so definitive with pro wrestling. Audibles can be called last minute. I think Roman Reigns is going to retain. Because of the certainty that there's no shot Cody Rhodes is losing. I think I'm a just go in and say I don't think Cody Rhodes is finishing his story. I want him to finish his story, but I don't see it if he does not finish his story and Roman Reigns is the winner of WrestleMania 40 and walks out and breaks Hogan's record. I will be okay with it, and I know I'll get a lot of hate for this because I will honestly be okay with it, and I'm so glad that I'm in this position because I don't see myself going crazy depending on if Roman wins or not. I think I'm one of the lucky ones that, not that I'm forcing myself to have this opinion, but it's more so like I I'm just here and I'm happy that I'm existing in this position. All right, well, let me know your thoughts below. I am on the road to 10K subscribers by Wrestlemania. I think I'm at 9,100 subscribers on here. Thank you so much for all the freaking support. I legit just like got here. I wanted to record this video because I still have like a lot of work to do. So yes, if you haven't already, please make sure that you do like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Until next time.